How to use Notion for beginners. Step-by-step tutorial, free templates included. In this step-by-step tutorial, you'll learn exactly how to use Notion as a beginner and get access to free templates along the way. We'll walk through setup, pages, databases, layouts, and practical examples you can use immediately. By the end, you'll know how to use Notion properly without guessing. So let's go ahead and let's get started. So up at the very top, you have your workspace name. Now, if I click on the arrow down here in the drop down, I can see more details on my workspace. So this is the name of my workspace, and then you have more settings. If you want to go ahead and change any of that, you can do that. And then you have invite members option. So with the invite members option, we know that Notion supports teamwork. It is built for a lot of members to work on a project together, and it supports team members. So when you click here, you can invite any members that you would like to add, and you can create your team. You can provide access to different documents, different pages, different projects here on Notion to different people. And then when you go down, you can see which email is associated with the workspace, and you can see that I have one workspace over here. If you want to create another workspace, just click here and create your new workspace. When you're creating your workspace, you want to answer a few questions. So we have to enter in what you want to use Notion for. So I want to use it for my personal life, and then what's on your mind. Select as many as you want. So I'm looking for whatever things I focus on. I focus on project tracking, and then maybe to-do lists and blogging, and then let's just continue. And then here we are on an absolutely new workspace. If we go up here, we can see again that we had one workspace here, and now we have another one. And then you can keep on going and you can add in more and name them accordingly. So a lot of people like to create more than one workspace, and they like to manage their projects separately. And it is wise to do so if you have to manage a lot of people, and if you are working on a really major project and you have to focus on, or you have to manage several departments, or you have a lot of categories to deal with and you have many different teams. Then for that purpose, you should definitely have more than one workspace, and you can use a workspace for a project. Otherwise, if it's not a project, or you don't have that much to manage, then you can have several project planners here. So if you click here on project planner, you have this project planner here, and you can use this to manage multiple projects from one place. So you have some demo examples here. You have publish my first book, home renovation, organize a charity event. So you have all these different projects inside of this project planner. And this is a template that you can use to manage all your different projects, to track all of your projects and their tasks. So we'll get into more detail on this. So you can either use the workspace to manage your projects, or you can go over here and you can use the project manager and create such lists and such planners to manage your projects. It all depends on you and what you are comfortable with. So going back to where we left off, we were over here, and right next to this here, you can see create a new page. And when you click here, you can create a new page, or if you click this drop down, you have more options. So you can create a page, you can create AI meeting notes, you can create a database, and then you also have templates which you can access. So let's see what a page looks like when you create it. So let's click over here. Now this is our page over here. It is a new page, and it is private for now. So if you go down here, you can change the privacy and you can allow access. So if you go up here, you can share this with other people. If you click share, you can invite other people. You can put in their email, or you can put in their name, and you can invite them. If you invite them, an email will be sent to them, and then once they accept, they can come here and they can view your page. So you can share your page with everyone, like it says here. You can give general access. So if you click here, you can allow anyone on the web with the link to view your page, or only invited people can view your page. So you're going to set your privacy settings here, and then this person here has full access, right? So this is a member of the workspace, and well, basically it's me. So you're gonna have a complete access. So for other people, so when I have other people on this list here, for me, I'm gonna have full access. But when I add other people, you can manage their access here, and you can give them either full access, or you can give them limited access as well. So here you're going to give access to your page, and this is what the page looks like. You can add in any text. This is the new page that we are viewing. let's just give it a title. And then up top here, you have these options. What I really like is that these options, when you hover over them, they appear, and when you move away, they don't appear, and it makes everything look so neat and clean and tidy. So over here, you can add in an icon over here. You can add a cover. You can add a comment if you would like. So this is the heading here. And then if you move down, then you can enter in any text. So this text is going to be different from the heading by default. This is the heading by default, and then here you're going to put in the text. So hello, and then I'm going to add in another note. I will be using Notion today. There we go. So now on Notion, everything is in block form. So for example, this text that you have here, if you click these dots, then you can drag this and you can move it down. And almost everything here on Notion is going to be in a block form. So this is a block, and then this one here is also the same way. You can drag it, move it down, and move positions. And then this area in the center is empty. So if you click here on these three dots, you can search for different actions. You have text, you can turn into heading, page. You can add in another page as well. You can add in a bulleted list, numbered list, code, a quote, any block equation, anything here. And you can add in any color as well, so you can change the color for your text. You can add in background color. You can also duplicate this or move it or delete this. So because this is empty and I don't need this, so I'm going to delete this. And then these texts over here, I'm going to edit them a little bit. So like we had color, so I'm going to add in a background color, this green one, and this is what it's going to look like, the green. And then for this one, I'm going to duplicate this. So I have another block just like that. So this is what you have for your page here. You can start noting down anything important. And then when you come down here, I'm going to click plus here. And then I have more options. So what I can add in here is now a to-do list. So if I want to add in a to-do list, I'll click here, and then this is my to-do list. So I'm going to edit in what is on my list. I have to maybe do the groceries, and that could be on the list. And then when I'm done with it, I could tick it off. Now I could keep adding more. So more, and I could have a whole list of things that I need to do. Now I could add in more. So if I go down, I could add in a heading, and then that would have a specific font and specific size. And I have a table which I can add in. So if I click here, I can get this table, and I'll add in a text to my table, and I can add in, any details. And then when you click here, you can add in a row. And then if you go here, you can add in columns. So you can add these, and then this again, you can drag it and you can move it. So if I would like, I could move it up here to the top. So this is very convenient with Notion and very helpful because it has this block system here, so you can move all kinds of text or databases, everything around. Now if we click plus here, we can add in more. So we can add in maybe a bulleted list. So if you click here, you can add in a bulleted list, and this could be your list. After bulleted list, you have numbered list. You can add in a numbered list. And then when you keep adding numbered list, you're going to keep adding the numbers accordingly. So 1, 2, 3. And then if you add another numbered list, then that would be 4. So this is in order. Now, after numbered lists, you have some other options too. You have a to-do list, which we already did. You have a toggle list. So if you click here, you have a toggle list. You can add in more. And then if you go down, you can add in a page as well. So we're already on a page, and we can add in another page too. So if you click page, you can have a page within a page. And now in the new page, we have our page here. So this is the page that we named new page, and this is an actual new page. So this is here, and we'll name this second page. So there we go. We have the new page, and then we have second page. We are on the second page, and we can add in all the same things that we did with the new page. So if we go down here, we can add in all kinds of things again. So let's go back to our new page and see what it looks like. This is what the page that we just added looks like. So all these things that we added, and then this is the second page that we added. When you click on the second page, you will be taken there. So let's go back, and after adding in the second page, let's see what else we can add. So you can add in a divider. So you can add in a link and link it to an existing page. You can continue writing, add a summary, add action items, make a flow chart. So this is with Notion AI. So you also have AI available and you can carry out these actions with the help of AI, and you can even ask it any questions that you need to. You can add in any media. So let's say we want to add in an image. So click here and we're going to upload a file. You can upload a file, you can embed link, you can get an image from Unsplash, you can get an image from Jiffy. So you can go to all these places and get an image. So let's add in an image from here. So let's go ahead and select this mic and put that image in here. And there we go. Our image is here. Very nice, high quality, and very clear. It looks really nice here. So we put in our page and we've also put in an image here. Let's see what else we want to put in. So just like the image that we put in, we also have other options. There was the option of putting in a video, you can put in audio, you can put in any file, you can add in a web bookmark. So if you click here, you can add in a bookmark from the web. Now, say for example, you were on the web, you were reading some article and you want to put that in here. So when you're taking your notes and you're writing stuff down, now you want to be able to access that web. So if you want to access that web page, then you're going to put in the link here. So copy any link. For example, I could just copy this here and then I could just paste that in here, and then you could create that bookmark. And then here we can see that link is in here. It's been saved, it's been bookmarked, and we were on Notion, so it's perfectly there. And then this again, you can move this around. So that's the really neat thing about Notion, that this drag option is available everywhere. So now let's go up. We've seen a lot about the page. Now if we go up here, you can also create AI meeting notes. So if you go there, this is what it looks like, and you have today 6:58 a.m. and then your meeting is today, and then these are your notes. So Notion AI will summarize the notes and transcript. So if you click here on notes, then you can put in notes. So Notion AI will summarize those notes. Now, if you go over here, when you click here, you can start transcribing, and you want to make sure that when you start transcribing, all of the people being recorded have given their consent. And then you just turn this on here, and then all of the audios will be recorded and will be summarized here and transcribed here with Notion AI. This is really convenient. The time is noted and everyone can concentrate on the meeting, and one or two people don't get restricted to just taking down the notes. And then this again is also draggable. You can drag this around. If you click here, you can add in a list, a to-do list, a numbered list, a bullet list, and you can even add in a table. You have a basic block text as well, which you can add in. You can add in a page to this area. You can add in a toggle list. So almost the same things with the page. You can add all of those in here too. Images, media, video, web, bookmark. And then for the databases, you also have these different views. So when you need to add in anything like that, if you would like to add in a table, a board, a gallery view, a list view, any of these things, when you would like to add them, then you can add those as well. You can add in a donut chart, you can add in a line chart, bar chart, and all these things. You can also have advanced blocks with a table of contents. So if you click on this, when you have your headings added in, then you can create a table of contents. This is so convenient. I absolutely love having a table of contents, and that would be so convenient if I could get that. You can add in a button, a block equation, and all of these things. So when you add in a button, this is what it's going to look like. So this is a new button, and you want to name the button. So what is it going to be? Well, let's just right click here, and then you can give it a nice icon. And then when the button is clicked, you can add in an action. So what is going to happen? It could show confirmation or send a notification. So send notification to so and so people. So I have just one person here. So a notification is going to be sent. And what is that notification going to say? It's going to say hi. So done. And we've created that button. Now when I click here, the button automation ran successfully, and I should be getting a hi message. So when I go to my inbox, that message has been received, and it says high. So very neat, very useful, this area. Now, when we go up here again, we went through page, we went through AI meeting notes, and here we are on databases. So this is our new database over here. We've just created it, and up here you can give it a nice title. So we're going to name it database, and after giving it the title, we can see we can add in any icon, you can add in a cover, you can add in any description if you would like to add in, and that would be included over here. Then if you go down, you have tables. So right now you have the table view of the database. As you can see, you have the name here, you have any property that you want to add here, and then you can add in a new page if you like. If you go up here and you have new here, if you go down here, you can open up a new template for your database or create a reusable page which you can use as a template for this database. So if you go down here, you can create a new template and then you can bring in that template and you can keep using that. But we are going to skip that for now and we'll get back to it later. When you click on a new page, this is what it looks like. You can add in any kind of info here. So this is a page, and when you go to the page or click on open, then this page opens up. You can see to the right, this is also convenient that it opens up right from the side, and you can view the database over here, the table, and then you can view the page here as well. So you can start editing the page, you can add in a property, and then you can write in a comment, and you're also allowed to just continue with an empty page as well, and you can create a template over here as well. So in the comments, you can leave any comment. So I could write down any comment over here, and then I have the option of submitting the comment. Then I could mention a person, a page, or a date. So if I go and put in the at, I have today, next Tuesday, we'd be talking about work. I'd be mentioning, when anything is due, or so and so will be updated by this time. When can I get so and so? So you're going to have any discussion here, and you would need to mention date or time or a person if you would like. So you can add that in, or you could attach any items. You could attach any file if you need to. Let's select this PDF and attach that. So very convenient. Let's just publish our comment for now. And this is what it's going to look like, and the timing would also be displayed. You can add a reaction, you can resolve this, or you could edit, copy, or delete, or mark as unread. So all these details for your page, you can add in a property, and that could be from any of these. So you can add in any text, a status, a date, person, any files, a checkbox, a URL, any description, date created, its status, assigned to. So any of these things, you could add them in here, or even add in any kind of icons. So that is for the page that opens up when you click here. Now let's just move this to the side, and then you can add in a new page. So you can add in more and more and more pages. And then here you can add in properties. So if you add a property here, you could add in a description or number or a status or anything like that. And this is for the table view. Now if you want a different kind of view, then you go over here and you can change the kind of view. So if you click over here, and you can get a different view, you can add a new view. You could have table right now, you can add in board, gallery, list, chart, form, calendar, map, feed, timeline. So choose one that you like. If you put in board, then this is what the board is going to look like. And then you want to make sure that you give this view a name. So you have the table view here, and then you have the board name here. And then give it a name. I'll just name it board. And there we go. So those were the settings. You could set up your board however you like. Now here, this is the Kanban view. Then you have a list. So 1 list, 2 list, and 3 list. And then these lists are titled. So all tasks which have not started are going to go up here. At the moment, these are 4 in total. So 1, 2, 3, 4 pages, or actually 4 cards, you can say. So in the lists, you have these cards. Now these can be dragged and these can be moved to the next list. So when something is in progress, you move it to the next list. And then this one is in progress, so we're going to move that. And now these tasks have not been started. These ones are in progress. And then as soon as one of them gets done, you can move them to the done list, and then it will move over here. So these individual cards can also be edited. If you go here, you can edit this, you can type a name, you can open it inside Peek like we just did before, and then you have some other options. You can add it to favorites, add icon, edit the property, the layout, visibility, and all duplicate or copy link or delete. So you have these options as well. This is the board view. Now let's open up another view. So let's open up gallery view, and this is what the gallery view is going to look like. You want to give it a name, so let's name it gallery. And then down here you have the option of show page icon, wrap all content or not. So you can turn these settings on or off, and open pages in center peek. So the center peek is going to open up when you open up a page here in gallery view. And then down here you have card preview as well, and card size. You can change the card size, or you can decide it to fit media. And this is what the card layout is like. So it could be either compact or it could be in list form. So in lists, you're going to have lists going like this, and then in compact, you're going to have the text all together. So you can change settings on your gallery view. There is so much customization and organization that is possible, and you can really make the databases here, or in Notion, you can really make the space your own according to your preference. Now let's open up a page from the gallery. This is what the gallery looks like. We have this page here, and right, so remember we made sure that it had center peek. So this is what the center peek looks like. With the board view, we had the side peek, so the page opened up from the right here. Now we have center peek, so it opens up like this, and then you have a new page. You can enter in any details, you have the status, and you can add in any properties, and then you can add in comments like we just did, or you could create a template as well, and you can share this page with anyone that you would like to, and grant access to those people that you want to give access to. You have favorites here, you can favorite this, and then the same kind of options. So you can also turn this into full view, and you can switch the peek mode, and then you can go to the next page. So let's go back. This is the gallery view. Up top, let's add in another view. So we have list view, and list view is pretty obvious what it's going to look like. This is the list view. Let's add in the chart view. So this is the chart, and then whatever data you have in there is going to be displayed in the form of a chart. Now, what chart do we have? We have a bar chart, I guess, here. And then if you click on edit chart over here, you can edit the chart, and from here you'll get the different kinds of charts available. So we have this one. We have the vertical bar chart right now. We can have the horizontal bar chart, then we can get the line graph, and we can also get the donut graph. So these are the different chart types that we can get. Then you have the data and what you want to show for your data in your chart, what to show. Each slice represents count, and you see the status, and you can sort this, and then you also can decide on colors and style options. So this is what you have for your chart view. Then we can also go towards other views. For example, you have timeline view, and here you can really focus on any deadlines. So this kind of view would be more focused on deadlines or due date oriented, and if you have tight schedules and you have different team members here who are focusing on different tasks due on different dates, then you can view them here, and it's going to be very convenient. Then let's open up another view, and this is going to be feed, and this is what the feed view looks like. Here you can have a different layouts, and here for layout you have feed, and then you can go down and you have color options. So you can add in a conditional color if you like. You can set up the color, you can add in any links, and if the source is database, you can edit the properties, you can set up automations and manage this. So this is what this looks like. If you open it up, you get center view, and then all of these details like before. Then after feed view, you have map view, and this is going to have a map here, and you can view the map in this area. So it doesn't scroll, that's it. This is the map here, and you can zoom in and you can look at the map, you can look around. Then you have another view, which is the calendar view, and here you can assign tasks according to date. So if it is anything day and date focused, then you can get the calendar view, and you can also show calendar by date, or you can choose different options, show weekends or not, and open pages in what kind of view. So you can go over here, add in any items that you would like to add in. And then we have opened up a lot of views here, so right click and delete that, and delete this view. So like that, you can delete the views, and I think we've gone over all the views What's left is the form view. So you have to create questions for that, and then you can get a form view. So this is what it's going to look like. You can add in a form, a description, and only members at the space can fill out this form. So only the members can enter in this kind of information. This is really nice when you have a team and you have a lot of members. You can ask them to enter in some details. You can add in more details, and you can save those and access them later and have sort of a log on information about your team members. And you can actually change this, and you can change who can fill this out. You can give access to other people. You can also have anonymous responses as well. So like, since we've started, we see that we can make all kinds of changes, and up till now we are seeing this again and again, that you can customize this area however you like. You can make any changes as you need, and there are just a lot of options, numerous options available. So we went up here and we opened up page, and we went through AI meeting notes, and then we went through databases. Now we are going to go towards templates, and here we are at templates, and we can discover all kinds of templates that are available here on Notion. So on Notion, the templates are divided according to category. You can select a category from here. You have student organizations, class notes, website building, portfolio, planning and goals. So any of these options, if you like them, you can go ahead. Up here you also have some categories. So next to discover, you have work, so any work related categories. Down here you have life related categories, entertainment and hobbies, religion, seasonal, all this is here. And then you have school. So school categories include student planners, student life, teaching, class notes, so all of these. For now, let's just scroll down and scroll through and go through some templates. You have some featured templates over here which are available. You have a habit tracker template, you have a discipline OS template here, and then you have widgets and tools summary. This is also free, so these are some free templates that you have. And then there are some templates which are paid, so you are going to have to pay for those templates, like this one over here, which is the ultimate life planner. So you can select any template from here as long as it suits your domain, whatever project you're working on. If you're working on life management, if you're working on habit tracking, or if you're a content creator, or if you're a student. So let's just open up this one because it's right in front of us. So this is a template we're going to open up, and just choose a template which suits you. So this is a luxury aesthetic habit tracker designed for productivity and balance. So go through the description, look at the preview, and then this has quite a lot of downloads, and then go through the reviews and details. So if you would like it, you can preview it more, and this is what this template is going to look like. So you'll have a habit list here, and this week you're going to have a table view, and then the dates are going to be put in, and you'll have a progress bar, and you can tick off what things you have done according to those symbols. And if you go down, then you have this month, so you have progress for the whole month, and then you can track what things you do most, and you can get to know more about yourself. And once you know more about yourself, you can actually make better decisions for yourself, and you can improve yourself. Or if you're already good, then you can make sure that you maintain a nice balance and continue that way. So you have the monthly review as well, which will be displayed, and then you have your wins in a section, and then you have your habit tracker database. This is what it looks like. So you can go up, and if you want this, you can download this and use this on Notion without having to go through all of this effort. So I am someone who is really fond of templates, and I like to save my time, but always make sure that you use a simple template and don't get too caught up in using that template and trying to fix your life or your project into that template rather than having it the other way around. So these are the templates that you can choose from, and you can apply them and use them for your projects. Now if we go down here, we've covered all of these, and here when we see, we have the search area. So Notion is known for the search area because it is noted to be powerful, because when you search anything over here, Notion searches not just the files or the file names or the note names. In fact, it actually goes through those files, and it searches within the images, and it searches within the files, within the documents. So it goes through everything in detail, and the search section here on Notion is very, very strong, very useful. It can search through the databases and you can find out anything that you have been looking for. So that way you don't have to go ahead and start putting things into folders and organizing them and make, a very elaborate organization systems around here. You just go up here to the search area and then you search what you need from within Notion. Or you can even sort by, you can use titles or created by or in. So if you choose in, you can decide where you want Notion to search in a database, in a page, in a project planner. Where do you want it to search? And then it will search through that area. So Notion is really known for this specific feature, and it is very useful and is really worthy of notice. So this is what you have up here in the search area. Then you have your home area, and this is our home area. Here we are on our home page. Here we have all our recently visited pages and databases and planners. And then down here you have some readings that you can go through, and you have some upcoming events over here. Then you have some home views, you have some featured templates that you can use. So this is your home area, and you kind of have a brief overview of all available things. And then you have meetings. In meetings, you're going to have your AI meeting notes. So when we went up here and the AI meeting notes that we created, this is that note over here. And in the meetings area, you'll have the meeting notes. So this is a note that we created, and we can go ahead and we can create more as well. And then we can edit this. If you click on new, you can create a new one, and then you can connect your calendar as well, and then see any upcoming meetings, and you'll have an overview of your meetings once you connect your calendar. And note down the transcriptions, have summaries, the AI summaries here. So all of that content could be here, organized right into the meetings area. Then you have Notion AI, and with Notion AI you can get help from AI. How can I help you today? You can type in anything that you want to know. You can set filters, and then you can ask it anything. You have some suggestions on what you can ask the AI. So if you go down here, you can ask it what's new in Notion AI, write a meeting agenda. So you can get a meeting agenda with AI. You can insert a PDF or image, and then you can get it to analyze PDFs or images, or you could ask it to create a task tracker for you. So let's put this in, and once we've put that in, the AI is creating a database for us. It is creating a task tracker. And there we go. Within seconds, our task tracker has been created, and it took only 2 steps to create this. So it says I've created a new task tracker database for you with the properties of status, assignee, priority, due, and tags. And then for views, it has all tasks in table and by status in board, and then calendar by due. And you can open it once you click here on task tracker, and I'm kind of getting a preview. You can also undo any of these if you like. And over here in this section, I can see the task tracker as well. But let's just click here for now and view our task tracker. So this is what it looks like. We have the table view for this. Now I remember it said that it has 2 other views, so it has board view as well. So let's change the view. So edit view. So all tasks over here, we're going to view those in table. And then when we click over here, according to this, if you go to by status, then that you will see in board view. So you can view your tasks by status, and then you can view your tasks by date as well. So like by due date, and that will give you the calendar view. So if you click here, you can view your tasks by date. So you can track your tasks over here, and this is your task tracker created by Notion AI, and you can enter in your information. It was created instantly, and it is up for use, and you can start using it instantly as well. So let's collapse that, and this is what it looks like, and this is your task tracker for you. So if you go over here, you have a task tracker, and this is it. If we go down, we have our inbox, and previously we sent a message to ourselves, and this is what the message looks like. So after that, when you go down, you have a private section where you have the task tracker that we just created. We have our meeting notes, we have our database, we have our new database that we created, and then we have our other notes as well, and the new page that we created. And then you have your personal website. This is a demo page because we did not create that. So over here you can have a personal website, and you can very easily start creating that. Just go in here, edit the text, and then you have the about me, experience, education, and all of this stuff that is a draft. And then you can edit all of this text, and then you can make your own personal website very easily. So all of this is here. You can edit, you can click here and add in different things. You can move a block from one place to another like we usually have available on Notion, and then all these options. So this is very convenient, very useful, and then you'll have your personal website created once you go here, and then you have your project planner and all these other options. Then if you go down, you have collaborating area. So anything that you want to share, you can go ahead and you can start collaborating. You can invite members and you can add them in just like I showed you in the start. Now, if we go down here again, you have the Notion app. So if there are any apps that you want to include from Notion apps, then you can do so. You have Notion Mail, Notion Calendar, and Notion Desktop. And then you can use these to make your work easier around here on Notion and save more of your time. Down here you have settings and marketplace. We have visited marketplace, and then you have more settings here if you want to manage your account settings more. So this is how Notion works. Just remember that Notion works best when you build it slowly and intentionally. Focus on clarity and let complexity grow only when it's actually needed. And therefore, now you know how to use Notion properly, and you can start building your workspace without any kind of confusion or hesitation. Everything would be clear to you by now. And that is it for our complete beginner tutorial.